Woo!
Woo!
Woo! Finally!
Maybe tonight we'll go live.
Dream Wars long.
Not high enough. Not high enough. Wait, I can fix that. Go ahead.
Oh my God! Hey, and that's with no plugins, bro. That's all vocals right there. All natural Rudy stuff, man. Welcome, everybody, to the Dream Warriors. In my opinion, the best nightmare, the apex of Freddy's career, popularity, my number one film, Dream Warriors, Part 3, Nightmare on Elm Street. Cody, thank you for being here. Everybody, CP, he'll be on shortly, possibly. We had some technical difficulties, so hopefully we can get that all squared. But for right now, it's just Cody and I. The live watch along will actually start maybe in about 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. So we're just going to chat, hang out with everybody for a bit. But welcome to the watch along. As you can see, I am dressed as my favorite character, Kincaid the Man. And I was telling Cody, this was a last minute idea, everybody. I was like at the thrift store like 3 hours ago. And I'm like, dude, I got an idea. I want to be like Kincaid. But when I luckily I found everything. And this was like under $5. But as I put it on, I go, I look like Cheech. Hey, where's Dave, man?
What's up? Look like Chong if I had a little more of a darker
There you go, Cheech and Chong.
We fucked this up, man. It's not
Mexican Americans like to speak Spanish and go to high school and get a B. Screw it. The hell with Dream Warriors. We're gonna watch Cheech and Chong up in smoke. That's my generation, dude. That's the original Beavis and Butthead. I know that's your Beavis and Butthead is your generation, but yeah. There you go. There you go. Cheech and Chong, man. We had to do that, man. I had to go shave and just have my mustache. But anyway, Cody, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty decent.
You're doing pretty decent?
Pretty much, yeah. One of those weekdays.
One of those weekdays?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Now, everybody, Cody, he and I have been going back and forth. He's got some new audio. He's got an upgrade, as they say, right? So tell the folks you got a new Rodecaster. Is that what it is?
So I got the Rodecaster Pro 2, which is a home mixing board, audio production studio, all that. So I can use it to record podcasts, but I can also use it to get the most out of this $500 microphone that I've been beating my head against the wall with for the past couple of weeks. So the ignorant fool in me thought that, out of the box, it's going to sound amazing. Not the case. And so this is the third thing that I've bought to try to get it to work. And now it sounds, in my opinion, pretty awesome. So yeah, we got nice velvety, clean voice built for radio. We got little sound effects. Finally got it going. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
There you go. This is my favorite drop. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit that every time we see Taryn in the movie tonight, because Taryn, believe it or not, there's very few times in my childhood, if I can bring it back to Nightmare real quick. Again, bravo on. Hold on real quick with the whole Rodecaster thing. When is your rap demo coming out? Your gangster rap demo?
Oh, let's see. Cody's Crip is coming out February the 14th, Valentine's Day.
Slain in Haddonfield, right? Or something like that.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Michael Mother effing Myers. There you go. I can see that, man. Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about Dream Warriors, because again, since I'm the oldest of our trio, I went to the movies and saw this. And again, Nightmare on Elm Street 3 was the apex, again, as I said, of Freddy's popularity and career. He was on MTV with Dawkins. And I made a quick video about that. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I was telling Cody, I've been wanting to make that video for 4 years now. And I was like, who the hell wants to hear that story? Everybody knows it's Dream Warriors and Dawkins, yada, yada, yada. I'm just going to be wasting my time. So for 5 years, I've been sitting on that video. I finally made it. And some of the comments in the video were like, dude, I'd never heard of this song. I'd never heard of that. I've never seen the video. So it's pretty cool. So it taught me a lesson to like post it. If you got stories to share, just post it. Anyway. Dream Warriors was so popular that you remember the old 900 numbers you can call and talk to sexy women. There was a 900 Freddy number, and this is how cool it was, because everybody was talking about it. And there was a 900 Freddy number that me and my cousins actually called. We were so scared to put the phone next to our ear because we thought he was going to go, lick his tongue was going to come out, dude.
Right now, Rudy.
Yeah, right. Cunnilingus, there you go. That's how scared we were, Freddy Krueger. So there was like lunch boxes. It started becoming more of like a a Mario Brothers type of thing. Like it wasn't just like this movie monster. It was now at the apex of popularity.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember seeing it, and it was so cool because this is the first time of all the movies at the time, and I think maybe out of all of them, this is the first time it wasn't just the final girl fighting back. You had a team of people with technically superpowers fighting Freddy.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it so special to me.
Yeah. It's always been my favorite. I mean, well, I shouldn't say always. As a kid, I think number 4 was my favorite. The flashier one was always the one that I'd picked up more. But quickly, the third one became the one that I would watch the most. Like the first one, of course, is the original. It's the original concept. It's classic.
Yeah.
Save for the last 5 minutes, it's pretty much a masterpiece. But you get Dream Warriors, and to me, this one was just always the most balanced because you have Freddy's still dark, Freddy's still creepy. All of his humor is still very dark and sadistic. It's not, slapsticky. It's not going for punchlines necessarily.
Yeah.
The kills are outstanding. The practical effects are actually really underrated, in my opinion. Yeah. You get Nancy brought back, and a lot of people don't like the way that she goes out. I never really had too big of an issue with it, but I like the way that she's utilized as kind of shepherding in this new era of kids. I like the whole concept of the dream powers and, them having like a dream persona, which, this series never really went back to. So this is always the one, like if I'm in a Freddy mood, probably at least 8 out of 10 times, this is usually the one that I go to.
Yeah. I watch this maybe twice a year. I don't know why. Like, it's one of those movies where if I'm cleaning the house or I know I'm going to be in the living room for a couple of hours putting something together, I'll put it in the background because it's really just loaded with a lot of like appearances. Of course, there's Lawrence Fishburne. One of his
Fishburne back in that day.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And just doing the little fact checks, John Saxon. I love John Saxon. I want my hair to look like John Saxon when I get older. But I found out that at this time he pitched a prequel, How the Nightmare Began, to Wes in the studio, and they never picked it up, which would have been, I wish they would have, because that would have been the perfect time. Because after 3, the story's technically closed and over with. Let's go back to the beginning. John Saxon's still young and the cast is still there. It would have been perfect, man. Have you heard any of the story elements about that or that story at all?
Is that the one where it's basically a true crime thing where there's just the murderer in Springfield or Springwood and the movie ends with them torturing him?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a storyline that I've heard tossed around as a possibility since I've been on the internet, honestly. Even back before Freddy vs. Jason come out, that was something that I was reading on message boards like, this is in production and this is rumored. And so that's always been kind of a neat little idea that this franchise has kept in its pocket. I don't know how successful it would be. They got the prequel Friday the 13th series coming out. Maybe if that succeeds, they can do a prequel Nightmare on Elm Street series in the same vein. Although I don't want Freddy to copy somebody, but still, that's always been a neat little storyline that I think had potential, even though where it's going to go. There was something cool there.
Yeah, and I would have loved to have seen John Saxon in that movie because, again, I'm a John Saxon fan going back to Enter the Dragon. And that would have been cool, man, to see that. But maybe we will with the rebooted franchise. And let me just get to some comments real quick. Rudy, the thing is, though, seeing a group of kids fighting against Freddy feels very cheesy. So, for whatever, I disagree. Yeah, I disagree. It was pretty cool. The concept had never really taken place because, again, let me kind of remind everybody, at the time of Dream Warriors, Freddy was just unstoppable beast. I mean, think about it. The previous 2 films, like no one really ever stood a chance, and no one ever punched him. I mean, there were traps and such, but now you had Freddy getting beaten up by people with all superpowers in the dream world. So it introduced a whole bunch of ideas. And of course, when you're a kid, what power would you have? Well, I would have been Superman, and I would have been this and Batman, whatever. So it was a fun movie at the time because it just unlocked more potential in that realm. And I wish they would explore it more because 4, 5, and 6, I know there's Alice and she adopts the powers of her friends. So they kind of changed it up and tweaked it a little bit, but just seeing a group of teenagers in the dream world attacking and fighting Freddy is badass. Even to this day, it's badass. So if they ever remake the Freddy franchise, I hope they introduce that concept and just explore more ideas with that. So
yeah, I've always wanted them, if they're going to reboot Freddy, I don't want them, nor do I think we need to go back to the beginning again. I don't think we need to tell that story again. And I don't want them to do the Halloween 2018 thing, even though that's probably most likely what they're going to do, is have a have Heather Langenkamp come back. It's been 40 years since the first movie, and the other ones don't fucking count. But what I always thought would be cool to be different was if they just did a direct sequel to Dream Warriors and have it where Freddy's bones have been buried in that car lot, that junkyard, and the Dream Warriors have grown up to have their own kids, and then you could have I did like a little live pitch about this one time where like you could have the way that the internet, the way that news goes viral nowadays, you could have to where the kids uncover the story of Freddy, and all of a sudden it starts going viral. Everybody, whoever unearths it, starts sharing it. Everybody starts talking about it, and that kind of flickers that flame and gets the fear going again. And you could have it to where, or even if they don't uncover it, you could do it to where like they're clearing out the junkyard, the land has been sold, and they unearth the bones, and they do a DNA test to figure out who the fuck is buried here. And then all of a sudden the news hey, child murderer Fred Krueger's remains found here. And then all of a sudden the kid, who the fuck is Fred Krueger? And that gets it going again. And then you could have Freddy comes back and is trying to take out all the kids of the Dream Warriors. And you can get Patricia Arquette back. You can get, Kincaid back, or I want that.
Dude, you've given that a lot of thought. It's so good of an idea. My pants. That's my pants right now, dude. Damn, that's a really good idea, man. I mean, holy shit, I got nothing to say to that. That's a really good idea. So, you know what? Write a screenplay and send it to the Blumhouse people.
There you go.
There you go. And with your rep in the horror field, it's a solid deal, baby. It's a slam dunk.
There you go.
Just do it, man. Can I be a co-executive producer?
There you go. Deliver some cookies to set.
We need a Hispanic in there. We need. Yeah, that's exactly what the Nightmare franchise needs. Let me get to some comments real quick, everybody. Troy McClure. Hell yeah, it's the first horror I saw in the theater at the ripe age of 6. That's pretty badass. Thanks, Mom. That's pretty badass. You were the greatest. Also, while I wouldn't say it is the best, it's still my favorite horror movie. It's the most. I know a lot of people say that Part 4 is the most MTV. I disagree. No, Nightmare on Elm Street is the most MTV because, again, not only did it adapt the 80s culture, but he was all over MTV. That was so cool just to see, a monster that we've never seen Michael Myers or Freddy. So it's a standout, man. So he kind of like Freddy was injected into the pulse of pop culture with MTV because MTV was the biggest thing back then. I mean, it was like, I guess, TikTok or whatever's big now. I mean, that was the only outlet we had.
Yeah. Headbangers Ball.
Ricky Rackman and all that. Yeah, dude. Let's see. No, I want a James Wan to make that's interesting. Creative scares, camera work. He also has a penchant for action scenes too. That's interesting. James Wan. I never thought about that. That would be pretty damn interesting. Huh.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I do like his films, but I don't know if Freddy's style ties with that. His is more paranormal. He uses a lot of sounds to kind of play with our imagination. And I don't know. I don't know if that would have Freddy underutilized, but yeah, I don't know about that. That's a good one. Huh? Freddy versus Jason 2. Nah, I think we settle with that. I mean,
that would have been badass back in the mid 2000s, but that time has long passed.
Were you a fan of Freddy versus Jason?
I loved that movie. Like at that time, I was obsessed with it. That was I've told the story before, but essentially what happened back in the day, you remember where movies coming out used to have their own website where you could watch the trailer.
Yeah.
And so one day I was in 7th grade. I remember it like it was yesterday. Freddy versus Jason was always this thing that was rumored. My dad talked about it my whole life. Yeah, they're going to be making that at some point. I remember actually renting Jason Goes to Hell just to watch the last few seconds of it. Oh, it's real. It's coming.
It's happening.
Yeah. Fast forward a decade or whatever the fuck it was. So yeah, 7th grade, I'm just sitting there and I'm in language arts class and we're not really doing anything. So I'm on the computer. I would always make up some bullshit excuse. I need to go research something. And I would always look up bullshit.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there and just the thought popped in my head. I was like, Freddy versus Jason.com. And I hit enter and it took me to the movie website. And I was like, wait a minute. This can't be real. I'm looking at screenshots. I'm like, that looks pretty good. Pretty good fakes. I don't know. And then I clicked the trailer. And this is back during the day where you had to click the trailer and then click pause and wait for that bar to load
up. Yeah.
If you get really impatient, you just watch whatever it loads 18 times until it gets to the end. But I started watching it and I was like, this is fucking real. ah! And yeah, I went home that day and watched the trailer about 37 more times, and I was looking at message boards for leaks, like what's the plot about, and
Uh-huh.
that annoying trend that we have nowadays where a movie's coming out and people analyze the trailers and
Shot
freeze
by shot.
frame and do
Yeah.
message boards and theorize and basically destroy any intrigue the movie could possibly have, and look up spoilers and leaks and shit. Like that was the only movie in my lifetime that I was that kid for.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I watched the shit out of it, and then we ended up going to see it opening night. It was me, my dad, my uncle, two of my cousins. Loved it. Saw it again at the drive-in with
Mhm.
Jeepers Creepers 2, and the DVD came out, I think, the day after my birthday. Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
the day after my birthday that year, and I watched that fucker like 5 times that week. Like, I was kind of obsessed with
Oh.
it, yeah. Not obsessed with it now, like, it's definitely got its flaws, but, I still have a lot of fun with it. I think that for that concept, what that concept needed to be, I think that's the best version of that thing that we could have gotten, honestly. I mean,
Oh.
people still get hung up on the, "You should have been Kane Hodder," and I'm like, "Well, who the fuck cares? Jason doesn't have a whole lot of personality as it is. They wanted
Yeah.
a bigger one."
I like who they casted as Jason because again, I think in comparison, standing to Freddy, there's that huge contrast. He's
Yeah.
just more of a menacing beast. Well, I think Kane Hodder would have been the same, if not shorter than Freddy. But I do like how he just—that's all he's doing is just that breathing thing. So Kane Hodder, love him to death, man. But yeah, I remember that whole conversation. I remember buying Wizard magazines and they're gonna make an Alien versus Predator. How badass is that gonna be? And then it fucking sucked. 4 seconds later, you
I
gotta
had to
get
switch
quicker,
back
baby.
over.
Come on, we're
I had to switch
live.
back over.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's get to some comments here real quick. Hey Rudy, would you like M. Night Shyamalan to direct Nightmare on Elm Street? No. No, sir. No. That's my Mark Wahlberg.
I would
From
tell
the
you,
Happening impression.
as long as he could rein in that fucking, like, metaphor bullshit that he's just way too high on himself for, I would be curious to see what Jordan Peele could do with The Nightmare on Elm Street. I think the way that he does visuals and the way that he goes for that kinda, I'm not saying he's the perfect pick, but if we're just rolling out, like, if we're just rattling off current directors, I would be curious. He's more of a cerebral guy, and I would be curious to see a Nightmare movie that has a little bit more of a cerebral edge, but as long as he's not fucking making commentary throughout the entire last half of the movie, you know, that would be an interesting pick.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I would be. It would sound like I don't know. After he's made 3 films, right? And
Mhm.
the whatchamacallit, Get Out was my favorite.
Same.
Us was I didn't like it at all, dude. And
I
then the
was
last
okay
one,
on
nope.
it, and the last I've watched it twice since theaters, and I've liked it less every time I've gone back to it, so, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Us either.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't, man. Yeah, I'm Kincaid. And Cody is Crypt number 3. Or Cheech and he's Chong. Because like I said, this was a last minute idea. I went to the thrift store and I found it, but as soon as I put it on, I'm like, "Hey, Freddy, pussy!" They're like, "Oh shit, I look like Chong. Should go find my red beanie or something."
Should have built you a little chair out of PVC.
That's not effects, man. I can do that right now, man. I'm old,
Mhm.
but I still got some strength there, man.
Mike Flanagan, somebody threw that out, that would be good.
Ooh, Ari Aster, I love him. Roger Eggers, Mike Flanagan, I think he would have enough of the human touch where he would probably write to where I feel sympathy for Freddy. So I would go for that, man. Yeah. Let's see here. What are the comments we have? Let's see. What are your guys' thoughts on Knock at the Cabin coming out next Friday? That's M. Night Shyamalan, right?
Mhm.
With Batista. It looks interesting. I mean, you know what? Let me tell you. Let me say this. Out of all the wrestling actors out there, not that there's many, I can't stand The Rock. Rock has his purpose and he does what he does. But as far as the best actors, I'd say Dave Batista is the best actor, wrestler turned actor that we've seen so far. With the trailers and what his character saying, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm actually interested in that, and I will go check that out.
Yeah, I'm intrigued in it. I haven't watched a trailer or anything like that. That's one that I kinda wanna walk into blind, but it can't be any worse than Old. I fucking hated Old, so as long as it's better than that. M. Night Shyamalan, man, he's got no consistency. He's either really good or really fucking bad.
I know, dude. I'll never forget how groundbreaking, The Sixth Sense was, and it's just been.
Well, shit, it was The Sixth Sense, and then Unbreakable, and then Signs, and the all three of those movies are damn near 5 out of 5 for me,
Yeah.
and I love them. And then you get The Village, and I was like, this is fucking boring.
You know what? I like The Village. I didn't see it at the movies, but I can understand people going to a theater expecting monsters in the forest experience, and that fucking sucked. I can understand their frustration and how the marketing kind of maybe is to blame with that. But seeing it at home like a year later, I loved it. I think that's one of my top 2 or 3 favorite Shyamalan movies.
Wow.
Because I'm a big fan of Joaquin Phoenix.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of it. Anything he does, I'm a fan of. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it gets more hate than it deserves.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but I found it boring. I haven't watched it in years, but we watched it, tried to watch it numerous times when it first came out on DVD, and I was all 3 times we tried to watch it, I was the only person that was still awake by the end of it. He fell into that rut where he knocked out, knocked it out of the park with the big twist 3 times in a row, and then now it's hard for him to do a movie without a big twist. And
Yeah.
The only ones that he's done that, Avatar and After Earth, I think are the only 2 he's done that don't have some kind of a twist. And then it's
Avatar.
Yeah, the Avatar Airbender.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking James Cameron.
Mhm.
That's right. I've heard so much bad things about that movie, the Avatar Airbender. Like it's the worst movie of 2012 or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, it's just not good. I don't know. I watched it for the first time when Old came out because I was ranking all of his movies, and yeah, the ones that everybody say are bad are pretty bad.
Yeah, we could always go Zack Snyder.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if he can rein himself in and deliver the style that he had in Dawn of the Dead, I'd give him a shot. He's just gotten a little bit too big and grand now. Now he's like, fuck it. I work for Netflix. Every movie, full cut, 3 hours long, no editing.
Yes, and I'm all for that. I think we finally have the technology to fit his ego and talent. So I think we're good. I think we're fine. So I'm all for that, dude. I haven't even seen the trailer to what is it, Moon Patrol, or whatever the hell it's called.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't watched it either.
Yeah, so I just got a lot of comments here, guys. I'm trying to get to them as much as I could. Let's see here. Cena, yeah, Cena's good. I loved him in Peacemaker. He was awesome. And we have what time is it? 4 minutes before we hit start on the movie. Are you all queued up, Cody, with the movie?
I am all queued up.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna hit play on Dream Warriors at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard, 8 o'clock Central. So we got a few minutes. So if you haven't done so already, have Dream Warriors queued up, because once we hit play, we're gonna watch it. Add some fun commentary and shenanigans, and ask some questions here and there. No.
Johnny Sins.
Yeah, he's an adult star.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see here. Let's see what else we have here. But okay. Yeah, Cena's best at comedy. Okay, I think we're good on the comments here. I don't see any super chats. Wink, wink. But they're welcome. It's crazy how that we're looking forward to DC movies now rather than Marvel. The only Marvel movie that I'm looking forward to this year is Guardians 3. Call me when Batman 2 comes out. Yeah, I can see that. You know what? I had a thought, Cody, about that, because Black Adam, I thought it was fine. Like, I left the movie theater with the same feeling that I had with Multiverse of Madness. Like, hey, it was good. I'm not going to buy it or see it again, but yeah, it was pretty good. So I left with the same feeling of satisfaction, but I also kind of left with like, I felt like I've seen this movie before for the past 10 years. So yeah. I don't, is James Gunn too late? Is he too late now we have another universe starting, and I do like how his movies, I do enjoy his movies with the MCU, like Guardians and things like that, and especially the Suicide Squad. I just saw it for a second time this past weekend. I was laughing my ass off. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope he changes it up a little bit to where we're not getting the same product, because I was kind of bored with Black Adam.
Yeah, I don't think we're too late. I think it's just in time, actually. If not, it's like about fucking time, dude. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
I got a feeling like you have a creative like that. I mean, that guy comes from trauma movies, and he made his career making hard R, mean-spirited movies, gory, violent. Yeah, and then he gets Guardians of the Galaxy, and then all of a sudden now he's this big high-profile guy, and you do the Suicide Squad, which is still very bloody and has some cruel jokes and stuff like that. So I have a feeling that he's going to understand the wide spectrum of things that you need to have for a universe without hopefully falling into the trap that Marvel has put themselves in, to where even if
Yeah.
it's a good movie, I still feel like 60%
Mm.
of this minimum I've kind of felt before in this universe.
Yeah.
So I think with him, I seriously doubt he's going to mess with Matt Reeves and what Matt Reeves is doing right now. I think he's going to let him have his own little Bat universe. Not to say that they won't have a separate Batman, but I think that's going to be intact, which that's enough for me, honestly. And
Mhm.
then you have he's doing Superman. They're obviously going to be rebooting and doing Superman in a different way, and I assume it's going to be more the classic type Superman. For if you can read into Jason Momoa's little excitement here recently, he's probably cast as Lobo, who I've never fucking heard of before, but those are like more deeper cut characters. So
It's like the Wolverine of the DCU.
okay. Well, I mean, so
Yep.
you have all these things that I'm sure he said that they were submitting like a 10-year plan, which
Mhm.
that's what's necessary. That's what this universe has not had. They've been duct taping it together for almost a
It's
decade
been
now.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so I think it's going to be like any other the Marvel universe, to where some movies are going to work more for me than others, and same for you. But I think he's going to bring some nice variety to it. I
Yeah.
would be shocked if his universe is one note.
I think it's going to surpass the MCU universe because, again, with the creative freedom they're giving him in his track record, it's going to be equal to, if not better, because I think he knows the audience is kind of like done with what we've been seeing and we want something different. Hence
Mhm.
Peacemaker. So I'm very excited. But again, before we run over, it's 8 o'clock. Let me get to his 2 super chats. Sean, thank you for the $2 super chat. Do you think the series is dead for the long term? What series, dude?
Nightmare.
Nightmare? No, I think there's enough creative people out there that we can come up with something new. If you read some of the comic books, they're incredible stories. They can go and adapt, a story from there. I think there's a lot of potential we haven't touched. Dawkins does rule. Hell, effing yes. And I think we have one more super chat. Thank you, B King 179. Thank you. Thoughts on a steampunk version of Freddy Krueger with being somewhat inspired by new nightmare design? I'm not familiar with steampunk design. You know what that is?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't live. You know what? Since you give me a $5 super chat, let me Google that. Steampunk. Oh, right, it's a porn. Steampunk. Fine, I have to do this. It looks like a vintage sort of look, mechanical sort of look, maybe. I mean, I'm open to it. I don't like when it comes to reboots. One thing if you've been watching my channel with the lives with Cody is that I just want something different. If they design it or tweak it up a little bit, I'm all for that. New, but respecting the source material is all I want. But again, thank you for the super chat, sir. And without further ado, you ready to do this, sir?
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, we're gonna hit play on Dream Warriors in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. All right. We're at the 5-second stamp, people. All right, just kidding. Cody wants Freddy in space.
Ugh.
Sleep, those little slices of death. Oh, how I loathe them. Pretty badass. So, how many times do you watch this a year?
At least once a year. I'll be honest, a lot of the horror franchises, if it used to be like a once twice a year thing for me, I've cut back on that significantly since I've done YouTube, because I discuss them so much that
Yeah.
I kind of get burnt out. Like I used to watch John Carpenter's Halloween every single Halloween, and by about the time 2018 came along, I haven't watched that movie once since.
It's become
And
tradition for me.
yeah, I mean, some have been tradition for me. Like before, I've watched a good bit of Freddy movies in 2022 because my daughter started getting into horror, my youngest,
Yeah.
and so we've watched the first 4 Chucky movies and the first 3 Freddy movies and all of the Scream films numerous times.
Hmm.
Her favorite is Freddy 2. She likes
Interesting.
you got the
Okay.
body, I've got the brain, and she loves the first Child's Play and the second Child's Play. So it's funny when you introduce it to them what little pieces of the movie that they kind of latch into.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've watched quite a few of these this year just because of her.
That's pretty cool. And seeing it again through their eyes, it's also a cool experience. Yeah.
Even if I'm sick to death of fucking watching it and talking about it, we're just, Dad, can we watch Child's Play 2? I'm like, fine, I'll put it on.
Somebody says, I think they hear the movie. You shouldn't. Are playing it on a separate channel. Do you hear it? And no, we can't show the movie live. We would get banned and copyrighted would just shut it down. So you're watching it on a separate monitor. So everyone, if this is the first time you're joining us on a watch long, you know that's the deal. We can't show it on the screen. So separate monitor. Watch along. Do you hear it?
Well, I mean, I can hear it because it's playing through my headphones, but hopefully it's not broadcasting that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yes, we hear it. I have an echo. I hope that's not going to be an issue. If it's playing through, do you have the sound of the movie playing through your Rodecaster?
Yeah, through my headphones. And it's not. It's only through speakers, no audio. They can hear it actually. Oh wow! Oh shit!
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
That's weird.
Can y'all hear it now? I'm not sharing screens or anything like that. So
it's gone now. Well, yeah, I paused mine. Okay, so is yours been playing this whole time?
Yeah. So you guys, it's gone now. You guys can hear it. Okay? Mine's still playing. You paused yours, right?
Yeah, mine is paused.
Okay. Y'all can still hear it? Now I do hear it, but it's off.
Gone now. Okay, now let me play mine.
Yeah, I can hear it through your channel. Like it's you have it on a speaker or something like that. Okay, technical. Okay, I'm gonna pause mine.
Hear it. Okay, so it's mine, but that's fucking weird. So how do I?
Not sure. All right, everybody, we paused it, so just stand by momentarily.
Yeah. So do you have to set anything different whenever you don't want the USB audio to broadcast?
No. I mean, it's like let's see. Oh, I hear it now, as people were saying. That's so odd.
Yeah, so it's coming through for me.
Let's see. Yeah, I have it playing like if I've always had it this way. So the settings for me have never changed. So like I'm not sharing an audio tab or anything like that. It's just the audio is coming through my speakers, but it wouldn't play through the Rodecaster. So odd.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bitch. I don't know. Sorry, dude.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I didn't expect that.
Supporting that fan film. I got to check that out, sir. I have to check that out. Okay, everyone, pause the movie. Yeah, we'll figure this out. Technical difficulties were figured out. They said maybe it's coming through the mic.
No, it's not coming through the mic because I can't even. It shouldn't be.
Okay, let's test it one more time. Everybody, I'm going to play on my end. And let me see. Can y'all hear it? Okay, it's playing right now. She's about to say on delay and all that. Can you hear it, Cody?
No.
Let's see. Let me skip forward to the loud part. They're singing the Freddy song. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
They're saying no. Okay, so now I'm going to play it. And I'm going to sit far away from the microphone and see if it's just coming.
I'm pausing mine now. No, you go.
All right.
Yeah. I can hear it.
Can?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me sound. Now let me try this.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, that's not going to work. Fuck.
Yeah, it sounds like it's not coming through. It sounds like it's a speaker. Like it's not playing in a speaker in your room, right? So it's playing through the Rodecaster. Okay. Yeah, take your time, dude. Don't worry about it. There's no rush. We're good.
It's not playing anywhere but my headphones.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the dick.
It is.
Man. Let me do some Google magic real quick.
Yeah, no problem. And I'll answer any questions. and do like a pose off with my old guns. Let's see here. Try to find some sound drops. No, nothing. While Cody's working on that, everybody, again, we're paused and we'll kind of reset to the 5-minute mark once we figured all this out. No, we're all paused. We're all paused on our end.
It's a mess. I've got laundry on in the next room. It's well past my bedtime, but hey,
I can hear whatever you're playing, dude.
Exciting.
Okay.
Yeah. We were. You got some bass on those phones. Yeah. So whatever your phone was playing or computer, we could hear it. Cody's a crip. No, he's not. There's no affiliation. He's a rocker from the band Dawkins. All right. Are you looking forward to the new Evil Dead movie? Yes, I am. I'm looking very much forward to it. I did like the remake that came out in 2012. That was a lot of blood. Tons of blood in that movie, dude. So yeah, that one I really enjoyed it. And this one looks creepy. And again, I like it's atmospheric and it's creepy. And I'm looking forward to it. 1 second here. Cody, you want me to take you off the live so you can kind of work on things? And just
let me try this.
Okay.
Let me see if this works now. Hang on. All right. So I'm going to play. Can you hear anything?
You're playing now, right?
Yes.
I don't hear a thing.
Okay. I'm going to try the movie now. Okay. Everybody, let me know if you hear Dream Warriors.
I don't hear anything. Don't hear a thing.
No. Okay. I think I got it.
Okay.
So what it is for future notice, just in case yours ever resets, whenever you go into the faders, the fader that I have for my USB, you go to output routing, and there is main mix and there's mix minus, and mix minus is what it needed to be on, which means that I can hear it. It's a part of the mix, but it's not a part of the output.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
by default, whatever I was listening to, and your voice probably echoed as well, which I'm sorry for the first 30 minutes, but nobody said anything. You fuckers. But anyway, yeah. So everything that I was hearing out of the USB, your voice, and then the movie was being then broadcast a second time through my audio channel. So apologies. Now we know.
Don't. Hey, it's all good in the hood, man. It's all cool in the gang. So let's reset to the 4-minute mark.
4 even,
Steven. All right, everybody reset to the 4-minute mark. And let me know when y'all ready. And we're good. You ready?
All right, 3, 2, 1, bam.
Bam.
And you don't want to keep him waiting.
Where's the bourbon?
On delay.
I actually met her at a Comic-Con, Kristen's mother at a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You remember that? I was actually paneling the entire Nightmare reunion. So I was with cast and crew from the first Nightmare all the way to Freddy's Dead. And it was pretty cool. And I go, before I leave, I forgot her real name, but can you tell me Andale? She goes, Rudy Andale.
That's awesome.
And I go, I love you. I need a picture
This
with
house
you.
right here, a fan actually built me that fucking house.
Oh, there it is in the corner. Yeah.
Yep.
You've got some pretty badass fans, dude. That's
when I tell you that some people send me stuff and I'm just blown away by people's creativity and generosity. Like that was something that I probably said in passing years ago. Like that's something I've always wanted. And the dude just sent it to me. Like perfect fucking replica. And I was like, oh my God.
We're at the 5-minute mark, everybody. 5-minute mark. Watch there be a camera and mic in there, right? He sees you in your undies.
Do it slow. Do it sexy.
Slow. Hey, that's from True Lies. Who wrote this shit? And here's the doors red. You remember I told you, like, what I was watching part 1. When did the door become blue? Like, I remember it being red. Mandela effect. And now here he goes. Okay, and we're back and moving along. Did I meet Joey? No, he wasn't there. But Alice, I had a huge crush on Alice, man, and she's aged beautifully. I was trying to flirt with her. But the coolest guy of everybody there was, I forget his name, but Alice's boyfriend, the one who had probably the worst death of all. Of
Dan?
all the characters. Yeah, he's the coolest guy, man. He's
the only good part about part 5.
Yeah. He knew what he was. He wasn't like he didn't have delusions of grandeur. He says, hey, I had a little bit in the movie. I know who I am, and he was just eating it up, like the coolest guy ever. But Robert Englund did say his favorite death out of all the movies is the one with the guy with the hearing aid, and he's got these knives and he's running on the chalkboard. That's his favorite death of all the kills.
Good hearing from you, Carlos. Robert Englund's funny. That's what's always fascinating to me about talking to somebody that's actually worked on the shit or works in the industry, because they always have such a different perspective than the fans. Like, and again, it's on the internet, so maybe they misquoted him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive I read that his favorite movie is 5. And I'm sure it has to do with his experience filming it. You know, when you're making it and you have good memories with it, it colors it a certain way. But yeah, it's weird because his favorite movie's 5. His favorite kills from Freddy's Dead.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck, man? We don't talk about those.
Yeah, Ryan, we had some technical difficulties with CP. We're working behind the scenes. You know, it's been a little bumpy, but we'll find out soon. Hopefully, we can get things up and running. Freddy's home, dude.
What I've always loved about how this movie opens, and it's part of the reason why it kind of drove me to think of an idea of how to continue from Dream Warriors, is that I've always felt like if they're going to reboot Freddy, you don't have to go back to the beginning and explain Freddy or whatever. You can literally just start the movie and he's already been doing his shit, which is what this movie does.
Yeah.
He's just been doing Freddy stuff. There's no, well, how does this fit with 2? Or what's happened since he disappeared at the end of 1?
Yeah.
They're like, I don't give a fuck.
It's like Halloween fans.
Here's your new characters. Freddy's doing his thing. Now shut up and enjoy. I love the way that they light him in this intro too.
Yes.
Back when he was still scary.
And I don't remember this scene here. Like I remember seeing it. I saw this maybe 4 months ago. This scene right here. I don't remember the entire room of people hanging.
Oh, I do.
I remember that, but I don't remember that shot. Like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm. You are all my children now.
Where do you keep the bourbon?
And everybody had the hots for Patricia Arquette.
I saw that documentary. Everybody behind the scenes was crushing on her. And you know what? She's pretty, but you know, I don't know. Maybe she's just a very cool person. I don't know. I would have been on Taryn, dude. Taryn was my type. Welcome home.
I had a crush on Patricia Arquette from True Romance.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie, man.
Mm-hmm. Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Tastes like a peach.
Mm-hmm. This is another element, and we discussed this when we watched the first film, where Freddy would make his kill, or at least in this case, an attempted kill, look like a suicide or look like a real world explanation. And the franchise has never been consistent with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, he does this, he makes the one kid look like he jumped to death.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get other kills. It's like, well, that doesn't have any real world explanation. So that's one element that if I was in charge, I would make the whole movie like that. You know,
Furious.
It's that element of like the greatest trick the devil ever pulled is convincing the world he didn't exist.
Yeah.
It's that element to it, but there's never been a whole movie that's stuck to that.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good point, man.
Mm-hmm.
Very... That's a good theory.
Hmm.
Acid, the parents, you know, dropped acid in the 60s, and now they're having the side effects. I like that theory. Taryn. I don't know.
T-shirt.
A Docking t-shirt? I totally missed that. Menthols, dude. I used to smoke back 15 years ago. I used to be hooked on menthols.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, I finally quit, man. I'm glad I did. Smoking's bad, kids. No smoking.
I think I've had 3 cigarettes my entire life, and it was when I was a teenager, and I was like, I didn't inhale. I was like drunk at the time, and I was like, fuck it, let me do. I'll smoke with you guys. And then I was like, this is horrible. I hate this.
Mm-hmm. Jealousy, man. Look, he's hating already.
Sean Sheridan super chat.
Oh, we got another super chat. Thank you so much. Let me get to that real quick. No, we didn't.
It's up
Was
top.
there another one? Oh, my bad,
Yeah.
my bad. I'm sorry.
Just
God,
up a
I'm
little
so
bit.
bad at this shit. Rudy, you stupid. Oh, favorite kill in the series. Mine is Primetime.
Mine is the marionette kill from this one.
This one. Mine is the cockroach one, because at the time I was scared of cockroaches, and that's just so wrong. But you know, now that let me retract. Now that I resaw this and understand Taryn is in there because she's a drug addict, and Freddy kills her by tempting her with drugs, that's fucked up. That's really messed up, man. So that's Taryn's death is my favorite because it's just so wrong. It's wrong. Sorry about that, Sean. You'll get the hang of it. You see, now you got the nickname, dude. You motherfucker. Well, I can do. It can be worse, Theo. I even told Max. So I gave Cody like a video chat one time ago. Hey, I had my baby. Hey, look at your white uncle.
Yeah. Tío Blanco.
Tío Blanco. Yeah, she's hot. I love her hair. She's got that. What's that X-Men with the gray hair?
Storm. Or no. Rogue.
Rogue. I was gonna say Glade. I don't know what the whole saffron.
We're not cleaning cleaning countertops, Rudy.
Philip is mine from the doll to the death. Oh, that's the one problem I have with Philip, the walker, right? Is that he's dreaming, but he's sleepwalking, but he goes to the door. That's the one, like, how can he get out of there? You know?
Yeah.
That's the one complaint I guess I have with the movie. And that's just nitpicking. Jeez.
Woo! Cut off his own eyelids.
Oh, that's kind of invasive, right? Why are you looking at her hypnosil, dude? What if it was birth control or something like Adderall or like herpes meds or something like that? That would have made the whole situation bad. That's why you don't look at scripts, you know? That actor, I think his name is Craig Wasson. The first movie I ever saw him on was a skin flick on Showtime called Body Double. It was like a rated R movie on Showtime, and I was watching it when my parents weren't looking. I was watching, and he was in there. Yes, I was a little perv. Was or are? And this was his first movie, Lawrence Fishburne?
I don't know if it was his first one, but I know, or back in the day, his first handful of films, he went by Larry Fishburne. I think even Boys in the Hood, he was Larry Fishburne.
We're at the 15-minute mark, guys, in 5 seconds. Well, 15-minute mark right now. Snake pit. That does make sense. It does feel like a Brian De Palma movie. That makes total sense. I had no idea who directed it. You got to review that, Cody, because it's technically like a slasher horror movie.
There's a lot of De Palma films I've never seen. Of course, I've seen like the essentials. I've seen Scarface. I've seen The Untouchables. I've seen Carlito's Way.
Didn't he do Snake Eyes? Yeah, he did Snake Eyes with Nick Cage. You remember that one?
I remember it, but I've never seen it. I reviewed Dress to Kill a few years ago. seen that one, but a lot of his older films I've never seen.
Yeah. Kincaid's my man, but I would be Joey because his weakness is women. That would be totally me, dude. I'd be like, I don't care if you're Freddy. Did you ever hear about that edited scene or like they cut it because it was too disturbing? They had that actress nude, but with Freddy's head on top, like sitting on top of him before she did the tongue thing and tied his hands up. Yeah, it's like it was too disturbing for the studios. Like, we got to cut that. So, but seeing a nude actress with Freddy's head, that would have been badass, dude.
I wonder what the story is with his teardrop tattoo.
Isn't that if you kill somebody, you get that tattoo drop?
That's like a cartel thing, I thought, but I don't know why he's got one. unless that's his secret origin of why he's mute now, is he killed somebody and stopped talking.
Maybe.
Worst mother ever.
Nice house. Does it take place in Springfield? It does, right? They're in.
I don't think it's Springfield. I mean, it's Springwood, which I don't know. I think is a fictional town. I don't know what state they're going for. It's got to be some Midwest, Illinois, or some shit like that. Springwood. Maybe, I'm sure you can probably Google that. I'm sure they probably said at some point where, or Springwood, Ohio, or something.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler, I just saw Blowout the other day. I think it was on HBO Max. The girlfriend and I saw it. We really enjoyed it.
Springwood, Ohio.
It was really good. Springwood, Ohio. Okay. I think John Lithgow is in that movie with a Blowout. It was a really good movie, dude. I really enjoyed it. I think we all did. Local itching, burning. Did he look up her hypnosol?
Yeah.
What a fucker.
That's false. Not enough side effects.
Yeah.
So I was like, you won't have nightmares, but you might have genital herpes and anal discharge, or in the worst case, death. Yeah. Side note, I absolutely love good horror movies that take place in hospitals and mental wards. There's something about that setting that's just so creepy to me. I really hate going to hospitals. I know that I assume most people do, but it's a place that's supposed to be of, comfort, like we're here to help you, but I fucking despise going to a doctor or hospitals, anything like that. So in a horror movie, it just adds this eeriness. I mean, you got this, you got Halloween 2, you got Exorcist 3.
That's a good one. Yeah. What's another? I love Cuckoo's Nest. That's one of my favorite movies. It's technically not a horror movie, but I love it set in a hospital.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I cry every time I see it, man. I tell my daughter, if I'm ever in a vegetative state, I want you to put me out with a pillow and pick up the water faucet, throw it out the window, run toward the mountains. She's like, okay, Dad. Okay, Dad.
I wonder how they did that effect.
Good transition, right? Oh, sorry. I'm watching something else. I'm not even watching Nightmare, right? I'm watching something else.
What should you eat tonight? Roast pig.
Next Gen Studios. Sounds awfully close to Gen X, dude. Come on, what's up with that?
Ooh.
Just kidding. I don't even know what that means. What did is that a Pokemon?
What the hell?
What
the hell? What the hell?
Oh, that's Jive. My bad. Okay. Now, did you know that they had to change the color of Freddy's skin as that worm form because it looked too much like a penis.
Oh,
It looked too much like a penis, and they kind of changed the coloration of it.
that makes
According
sense.
to the internet and all the back, like behind the scenes stuff that I saw.
Here comes George Lynch.
Yeah. One of the greatest videos of all time. Go see my video after this watch along, a Dream Warriors breakdown. That's awesome, dude. All practical. That looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Nancy. After this movie, all my friends are like, dude, I have that talent, man. I'm always bringing my mom in my nightmares. I'm like, shut the fuck up. No, you didn't. Everybody was talking about that at school. That's cool right there. I like that effect. That's awesome. You. Yep. Did anyone get Dream Warrior vibes from Terrifier 2? I got Dream Child. Or what's in part 4?
Dream Master.
I got Dream Master vibes, yeah.
Yeah, because the little suit up scene where
Mhm.
Sienna showers and puts on the armor and the makeup, that was totally to me. And I think the song was either similar or the same song.
Yeah.
Where Alice is gearing up.
Mm.
Yeah, that was one of the things that charmed me the most about that movie was that they referenced 4, which has its issues, but I still have a lot of nostalgia for.
Yeah.
So usually they only reference the first one or the third one.
Mhm. That's exactly what my first tweet was. I go, this is like it legitimately reminded me of like Alice, and we haven't, in my opinion, we haven't really had like a badass fight back final girl since then. I know there's been others, but the kick ass with the sword. Oh! And again, researching for my review, somebody had asked in the interview Heather Langenkamp, like, why are you alive? Didn't you die at the end of part 1? She goes, that's a great question. She goes, no, I didn't die. And that wasn't my nightmare. That was technically my mom's nightmare. So my mom is the one who died. That's why she says in this movie that her mother died in her sleep. And I'm like, that makes sense. I didn't get that. She goes, yeah, it was in the script, but they really didn't translate that in the actual movie. So again, that was her mother's nightmare.
That context makes that ending a little better to me.
Does
but
it really?
I wish it came across better because having to read it in an interview for the the third film, you kind of fucked up.
Yeah. But I was like, oh, that does make sense. I'm like, okay, okay. Yeah, she's the Nurse Ratchet. And since I just mentioned Cuckoo's Nest, she's a Nurse Ratchet here. Guilt. Now get this. I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, but Jennifer Rubin, Taryn, right? She came out in a movie the following year which I always thought was a Nightmare Dream Warriors ripoff called Bad Dreams. It's more or less the same concept. She's a survivor of a cult. Let me read the synopsis here. A lone survivor of a suicide cult wakes up from a 13-year coma in a psychiatric ward where other patients suddenly start dying under mysterious and gruesome circumstances. So she's in the same setting.
Talk about typecast.
It's in the same setting, and the guy, the cult leader, is actually burned, and he haunts her with his flesh all burned. So check it out if you ever want to see it. I don't know if she was just casted, just the bad timing, but it's a direct ripoff of Dream Warriors.
Look that up. That's weird.
Bad Dreams, 1988. And the great Richard Lynch is the cult leader. You learned something tonight, folks. There you go. Timestamp is approaching 27 minutes. $27 minutes now. Mhm.
Oof, that'd be rough.
What?
Just doing night watch shit like that. Everybody would fucking die.
I'd want to go to sleep first, because I know I'd fall asleep.
Yeah,
it's funny though. Like the hardest thing for me, like now that we have a newborn, the hardest thing is trying to stay up. That's the kicker. It's not how light you stay up; it's trying to stay up. It's weird when you have to sleep. It's weird.
Yeah.
I think we missed a part where she said her mother died in her sleep. I know that's a HIPAA violation. You can't be. Anyway. You know what would have been a good thing for them to add to the script? Like if during this discussion here, Nancy brings up the actual cases that inspired Wes Craven to write part 1. She goes, there's been documented cases where people have been killed by a nightmare, just to kind of add validity to her argument.
Yeah.
I think that would have been cool. Okay, here comes your favorite kill. Yeah. I will say this feels the most painful, right? Just hearing the cuts.
Yeah.
Ugh,
getting dragged around by your fucking tendons.
Yeah. Nice. That was really impressive back in 87.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, I would say it still is. This one's always felt the most creative to me in a good way. Sometimes they're creative in a strange way, but.
Yeah, but the sound of the cuts always get me. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Weird ass smile he's got.
Yeah. Asshole. And I've always hated that sound effect. It's an 80s early. I've heard that sound effect in the Thing too. That woof woof woof. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's also there. gives me chills. See, that just looks painful as hell, dude. Ugh.
How the hell she don't hear that?
Yeah. And see, I just don't like that part where him going through the door because
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they were going for with that.
No.
Send the mute guy to get help.
And we're at the 32-minute mark, everybody. I hate that sound. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's cool.
I love Kincaid in this scene.
Mhm.
The fuck?
That's all, man. Come on. That's something you would say. That's something you would say.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Mhm.
The fuck you will.
Yeah. Mhm. So do I. Thank you, Pikachu, Julian. Hmm. Shit. Okay. That's kind of a broad, bold move for a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Put his career on the line. Oh, he
Now,
puts it on her.
does he actually do it for the kids, or does he do it because
Doing
he
it to
wants
get laid.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yes, she does.
History proves men do some stupid shit.
Ain't that the
Career?
truth, huh?
Ah, fuck it.
Wars have started.
Yeah.
For the ladies. My first crush was when I was 6, was a girl in my class named Nancy Johnson. Close enough, yeah.
I don't think I've ever known a Nancy.
I don't think I have either.
I've known a lot of Tiffany's, and they're all fucking batshit crazy.
That's probably one of the most toxic names out there, dude.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, for a reason.
That and Jacqueline's. Stay away from them.
I don't need Jacqueline's, but
and Veronica's.
I've known
those are the bad ones.
Of Tiffany's.
Yeah.
Not one of them sane.
Tiffany, that's so hilarious, dude. You know what? As cool as his death is, it's how do you explain that? You know, the police come and you see a person's head shoved through a television and she's like 3 feet off the ground. How do you explain that?
Yeah.
I like
a lot of vertical leap.
Yeah. Yeah. We need you to be a douchebag. Can you play a douchebag? Yeah.
I got the hair. I got the earring.
Yeah, I need a gold chain. Yeah. I think they'll sell it. Baby. I've used that line. Just holy shit. This motherfucker. This motherfucker. And cut. Thanks.
Even got the douchebag fucking laugh.
Yeah. I remember feeling bad for Zsa Zsa Gabor because I thought she was being tortured and killed off camera. I felt bad for her, man, as a kid. Isn't that stupid? Zsa Zsa Gabor and that chunky kid with the chocolate and Nightmare on Friday the 13th. Those are the two people I felt bad for.
Straight to your heart. I gotta get a sound clip of this of Freddy and stick it in the Roadcaster. Who gives a fuck what you think?
It's hilarious now, man. Isn't that funny? Like when you're a kid watching, it's like, oh shit, you know, that's Dick Van Dyke. I just want to see this part. Hold up.
Sound effects come through really good on headphones.
Yeah. I've never noticed the static on the TV being red with a little green.
Oh.
I'd never noticed that.
Are you aware of the big debate out there where there is a very vocal, passionate group of people that swear up and down that he says fuck the primetime bitch instead of welcome to primetime bitch?
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense as a statement. That's my problem with it.
Yeah,
it's like if you look at his lips, and I'm like, okay, even if the word doesn't come out 100% clear, fuck the prime time doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Welcome to prime time is like it drives me nuts. I've had people back when I reviewed it, they're like, dude, or when I did the kill count or the kill rating, you keep fucking it up. It's fuck the prime time. I'm like, no, No, it's not.
They have to be trolling. No, I mean,
No,
so
they're
are
dead
they
serious.
saying that he says that and they ADR'd the audio, or are they saying that he actually says that out of
You're
his
saying he actually says that, but everybody's just been getting it wrong, like a Mandela effect for so long, saying welcome.
I've seen him sign autographs saying "Welcome to prime time, bitch." So like, no,
Yeah.
they're just come on, dude. Shut up.
Mic drop.
There you go. What are we talking about? Who's Don Mancini?
Don Mancini, that is the
Oh.
guy who's in charge of Child's Play. He wrote all the movies, and now he's directed the last three movies, and is the showrunner of the TV series.
Let's stay on topic, people. Let's keep it a Freddy conversation, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Chucky will get his day in the light, but not right now. We're looking at the mother who
But when?
spent the weekend in a locked up asylum. Labor Day weekend, I think, is what had happened. So she was locked Friday, and Monday was a holiday, so she was in there.
4 full days of fucking.
That's so horrible, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
It was Labor Day weekend too.
It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. It's
Perfect
just-
origin for Freddy.
Oh God. Okay. She's got her hand around his waist, man. She's shooting her shot. You know, that's a little too. And they're having dinner. Look at that, man. He's candles and everything. This motherfucker, dude.
Let's pop hypnosil and fuck.
You didn't read the male side effects. It can cause impotence.
Yeah. This never happens, I swear. Just give me a minute.
Is everything okay? No, just give me a second. You're just so beautiful. Just give me a second. I'm working. I'll be right back. What's wrong? I'll be right back. You know? He takes it out on her. He's all
Yeah.
bad.
Pulls a fast time. So I gotta go, Stacy.
Yeah, I
Gotta go.
Yeah, gotta go. Is there anything wrong? No, I don't know. Just you come on too fast. You know, he's just like being all mad.
You ordered more than I did.
Yeah, a patient sleepwalks through a high security ward. I mean, yeah, just for the screenplay's sake, he just goes to the door, guys. You know, let's not overcomplicate it. You know. That's got to be a shirt, Cody. You got to put that on a shirt and sell it because I would fucking buy it, man. If you don't, I will, and I'll give you some of the royalties too.
There you go.
And only the cool people will get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hell yeah. See, it's a Hot Topic t-shirt. Cougar, not Kruger. It's Cougar.
Freddy Cougar.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people really call me out. It's Cougar, not Cougar. It's Kruger.
Mm-hmm.
What, buddy? You think Freddy would go after the parents that planned it but didn't execute the burning? Like, what if I just drove the car? You think he'd take it out on my kids?
Probably. He's kind of an asshole.
I forget. Yeah. Sorry. I'm getting too far in the weeds with the logistics. You know, like I was only in the first couple of meetings. I didn't go that night. I was working. And Mijo's having nightmares. Everyone take off your pants. Each of you get one Hypnosil. Whatever, just let the tea do its work. Exactly. It's like that scene in the 40-year-old virgin, like, hey, what did I do? It don't matter what you did.
It don't fucking matter. Both y'all getting pat when I get back.
How's he doing? That fucking sucks. Right. I've been snoring bad the past couple years, dude. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I can hear myself snoring in my sleep. It's like this little flap.
You get sleep apnea?
No, I don't
No?
wake up. Oh, that's when you wake up like like that, right?
Well, I don't know if you wake up or not, but you stop breathing when you're sleeping. Some people don't
Shit,
know
you
they're
stop
doing
breathing
it.
when you sleep? Is that what apnea is? Like, goddamn, dude.
Some people don't know that they're doing it. They have to be told by somebody like, dude, I got a video you fucking gasping for breath while you're asleep.
I did. And yeah, I don't remember. Like, yeah, it's pretty gross. Yeah, if I'm gonna go out, I want to go out like Joey. Like I think in part 4, he drowned it in his waterbed. How do you explain that to the cops? Like, ma'am, how did your son get in?
That's what I'm saying. It's stuff like that where it's like,
It's like-
okay, Johnny Depp's kill. How the fuck?
Yeah. All right. This is a hoax. I don't see no body. It's a fucking hoax. Hell yeah. If I'm gonna go out, I want to go out like that. And if that scene they kept where it's just a model with Freddy's mask and I'm Joey, I'm like, fuck it, go ahead. You know, why not?
Just go.
Let's go. We'll just cover her eye. Put this pillow over your face. There you go.
It's like
now we're good.
Scary movie 2. He puts the paper bag over the ghost head.
Good advice, everybody. Good advice. So yeah, don't shit. I don't. Why did you ever bring up a comment and didn't regret it the moment it's up?
Yep.
Thanks.
Many times.
This is an exact reenactment of my dating life, man.
Reminds me of a bit that Joe Rogan did. He's like, my favorite thing to do is to smoke weed and then jerk off before I fall asleep. He said, the best part about it, I win the game every time.
How do we get on masturbation?
I don't know.
Like, with Dream Warriors.
Wasn't my fault. That's all I'm doing. I'm saying. You lying, motherfucker. You can watch this whole time. Eddie Murphy, it's a miracle.
Yeah, it's a miracle. Oh, we're trading places. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be pissed if all I can do is flip.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Do more than that. Maybe have a skeleton of adamantium. I don't know. Wig and everything. Pretty bad wig. Mm-hmm. Sweet. That was me before the live. I'm like, I may or may not have been doing pull-ups and doing curls for 30 minutes before the live because I knew I was going to be on a muscle shirt on the live. I may or may not have. It's okay. I won't say anything.
I took hair growth hormones.
You what?
I took hair growth hormones.
When?
35 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's explains it.
Unzip me, Joey.
Mm-hmm. No bra. Wow. At work. Wow. It's amazing. It's okay. I love the music they're playing. It's so wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's the soundtrack that plays in guys' minds when this actually happens in real life. This part actually wouldn't scare me. I'd be like, oh, hold up. It's all right. Want to be rough, all right?
Can you wrap that all the way around? Never mind.
Yeah. Well, like, use that tongue. Wait, just go down. See, right there, she's got the Freddy mask, and they just didn't. They cut it. They cut that scene. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I could see in the shadow it was a bald head.
Yeah. Feeling tongue tied. See. See, now if I were Joey right here, as the camera's panning up, I'd have a huge erection. Still. This is kinky shit. I'm down. Let's do this. He's heavy in the hall. That's an odd. I have the subtitles on. I always watch movies with subtitles. I never heard her say that before. He's heavy in the halls. Joey is a pimp. It's like Gator.
Killer.
Gator wants some walking shoes. Gator wants shoes. Bitches better be wearing jimmies. That'd be hilarious, right? His backstory is he was a pimp.
Yeah.
Timestamp is approaching 53 minutes. It's a great transition. I like that.
Yeah. I imagine they just stuck the camera still and they had like a big like piece of, I don't know, it wasn't like a hard wall, so maybe some kind of a rubber wall, and they just enclosed it around the sides of the camera.
Mm-hmm. But has a massive erection, right?
Nurse looks like Rosie O'Donnell. He's had an erection for more than 4 hours. I don't know what to do. Pumping him full of drugs. It's not going away.
CP is masturbating. Come on. Well, that's the thing about these 80s movies. It's always the adults not believing the kids. And that's that niche that's always been present. So one of my favorite movies is Silver Bullet with Gary Busey. And there's like a werewolf and he doesn't believe there's a werewolf. So he doesn't believe it to the very end. And you finally get that validation. Finally. Believes the kids. So it's a trope that's in all movies, man.
Got anything to say, fucker?
Yeah.
Rhymes with sorry.
How's it go? My nephew loves the Lone Ranger. That's my Gary Busey voice. And he wants Silver Bullet.
He always told me that.
Everybody should have an uncle like that. That's exactly what we said. Coincidentally, it's the two kids that are dead. What are the odds, right? Like, fuck. Of all pictures, why did I have to pack that one?
I'm telling you.
Laugh at my own joke.
This is bullshit.
God damn it. I get it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, everybody, we've messaged CP. I don't think he's going to make it, man. Again, the technical difficulty is sorry. But he is missed, but, there's always the next one. He's here in spirit. Just imagine like a 3D, not 3D, like a hologram CP in the background. There you go. Again, 3 is my favorite because well, you see guys off camera just throwing doves in the air there. But I like the lore. Lore. Am I saying that right? Lore. Just like the little history about Freddy, his origin, and all that. So I do like that. Learning more about him. I still want to know more about his dad, though. Who is his? Not his dad. That's Jason. Never mind. I'm off topic. Never mind.
His dad was Alice Cooper.
Oh God, I forgot about that, dude.
Yep. Time to take your medicine, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy ass nun.
Mm-hmm. So she's a ghost, is what they're telling us here, right? Okay, all right.
Can I ask a question, sister? Why do all you Catholics wear such weird fucking outfits?
It's been so long convinced that was a young Bill Maher.
I see that.
I see it, yeah. Oh, the holidays, the Christmas time, dude. Oh shit. Cougar. I always thought she said holy ground. Okay. That's good. All right. That's the comment of the night. Comment of the night right there. Bravo. Okay. There you go.
Oh, sexy girlfriend.
There you go.
No more Yankee, my Winky.
The donga need food. I also had this one.
You grabbed my nuts.
There you go. It's the gong that sells it, you know?
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to have fun whenever I have a little afternoon. I'm going to think of all these little movie clips I'm going to get. You'll get nothing and like it.
Nurse walks in. What did you do to him? Like, I didn't do it. Like, arrest her. Oh, got you. Got you.
Timestamp is exactly an hour for me.
Yeah, exactly an hour.
Ooh.
And what if you didn't have kids and you killed Freddy?
I guess you lucked out.
Yeah. Well, what if you adopt them? Is it only the bloodline that they're after, that he's after, or let's define what kid means. Just exactly. Little Nemos. It'd be cool if it said Jake's Bar, right? What if it was Jake's Bar from part 2? Or Don's Place. It was Don's Place.
Yeah. You guys have changed demographics a bit.
See, there's a universe that's connecting there, you know? That's why they divorced, because he's gay.
Yeah. Finally, I fucking knew it. It only makes sense, man. It only makes sense. You see, got a smart group of people here. Mm-hmm.
See, yeah. Anything, sweetheart, anything.
What's that pinball machine in the back?
I'm trying to look too. It was a cowboy shooting pool or something like that.
Mm.
Hmm. He's a security guard now.
Yeah.
She's a great screamer. Hmm.
Help is on the way, dear.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'll take care of daddy.
Yeah. Who's your daddy now? No one puts baby in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck you say? Isn't it crazy that Freddie and Michael both died or were buried in a junkyard? I'm tying in Halloween Ends to this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, when the fuck did they say that?
Design wise, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I like the makeup. I like the way the glove looks. It's kind of mixed with flesh. Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, that's the best element of 2 for me. Is the darker Freddy.
Mm-hmm. I would have maybe got more just in case, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like a couple swallows. That's not a lot. What?
He just looks at his license like that dude's on drugs. No way.
Both Jason and Michael have been killed. Wood chipper? I don't remember Jason being killed by wood chipper.
The remake.
Oh, I haven't seen that in years, dude. I need to check it out again.
She wraps the chain around him and throws the chain into the little wood chipper, and it pulls him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still. How the fuck did that happen?
Mm-hmm. It makes no sense. I believe it's amplified. I don't think it's canceled out.
Now it's Holy Jim Beam.
Mm-hmm. Nothing but the best.
You better fucking try, old man.
Penny Bros.
I like how he just has the key.
Yeah.
I own this place. I got a
Yeah.
ton of money. Don't tell my
Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah. One day she'll own all of this.
Yeah. Had to call it pennies, so my poor ex-wife kept her fucking hands off
Yeah.
it.
Top flight security of the world. I do like at the beginning of part 4 when Kincaid's like, Freddy's back, and then it kind of zooms out and the whole planet is that
world.
junkyard. It's like, oh, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
I'll see you in hell. Yes. I have a whole Superman sleeve I'm working on. The whole arm's going to be a comic book strip. So it's like a work in progress. And all the events on here tied to like a big event in my life. So it's going to be a comic book sleeve when it's done. So
Zack Snyder across the nipples.
fuck, you actually have, like Machete has that woman with the bare breasts and sombrero. I have fucking Zack Snyder right here. I wish I can go to sleep that fast. I'd be the worst person to try to hypnotize.
Yeah.
I need like
Take 25. Look at the metronome. Doesn't work.
I need 40 minutes or something.
Can you turn a TV on?
Can I lay down? What's the difference? How long does it take you to go to sleep?
It takes me a while. I got a fucked up sleep schedule because I'm naturally a night owl. And if I don't have like a job that I have to get up for in the morning, it's very difficult for me to make myself go to sleep at a decent time. So most nights I'm in bed anywhere between 1:30 and 3.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
All my best ideas come at night.
Yep. I just like the peace and quiet. Something about, throughout the day, especially when as a dad, and if you're a husband, a homeowner, it's like all day long. This broke. We have to do this. This bill's got to be paid.
Blah,
They
blah,
got to be
blah.
dropped off at this practice. We got to do that. And then at night, when everybody's asleep, it's just like nobody wants anything from me.
Mm-hmm. Into the fire.
It's my favorite time to edit.
Yeah.
If I got to watch anything for a review, that's typically when I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Video games.
Everybody, we're at the 1 hour, approaching the 1 hour, 12-minute mark. On delay. She was so sweet, that woman.
Mm-hmm.
So sweet.
Yeah, I got to go to a horror con.
Come on, you're Cody
I've
motherfucking Leach, man. You know, park crowds like the Red Sea walking in that place.
Yeah. They always have Spooky Empire in Orlando, and then they have something in Atlanta usually. Both are 4 hours, one west and one south, but I don't know.
Fucking bourbon.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Get attention. That's so fucked up. Nothing like your mother's decapitated head yelling at you, telling you that shit. Where's the fucking bourbon? You know what? That's going to be my shirt. You take the Hypnosil and Let's Smash shirt. I'll take Where's the fucking bourbon shirt. We'll make millions, Cody.
There you go.
Oh. I've always had a type, and that's my type. I mean, that's why.
Gothic and sparkly.
Yeah, that's why I got my girlfriend pregnant.
There you go.
I gave her my seed.
Trap you.
Trap you.
Jake's Bar.
Hey, Jake's. No, it's Don's place.
Oh, Don's Bar. Okay.
Yeah, why did they not carry the name over? That would have been cool. See, the bar is the heart of where all this began, dude. Right? That would have been epic.
Here's your favorite kill.
Well, it wasn't visually, it was, but now that I'm older and I understand it's her addiction, that's what's more fucked up, man. Oh God, it's fucked up.
Let's get high.
Hey,
Super chat. Woo.
Okay, let's see. I'm doing a Friday Nightmare Marathon since Friday 13th this month. The OG Nightmare on Elm Street. Badass, man. Pull stroke. If you're broadcasting that or doing reviews, let me know. And thank you for the super chat. That's going to go toward my pamper fund. Appreciate that, brother. She's such a badass. I love that outfit, everything. Oh, that does it for me. What's your favorite of the series, Pull Stroke? Hold on. This is my favorite kill. Hold up. That's so messed up, man. And then her arms. I forgot about the arms. Oh, that's messed. Yeah. That's so messed up. That is so messed up, man. What a rush. There's a behind the scenes video. Her head was supposed to explode, but like her eye just popped, and everyone on the crew started laughing. And they're like, let's not use
that ain't gonna work.
Yeah. I have an old Canon DSL, whatever. I bought it like 5 years ago. Yes. That's a badass chair. I love that it's all practical too.
You know, me and my dad went to Planet Hollywood once.
That's what it was, Jacob. That's what it was.
Yeah, we went to Planet Hollywood once, and they had that chair there. I was real young. I was probably like 6.
You see, that's what you should say with your effect. You look tired. You should take a seat. That's what it would sound like.
You look tired.
There you go. Badass.
I am the Wizard Master.
Damn it, I want those effects. And the Harry Potter to the rescue. I'm the Wizard Master. Badass. You can see the wire and everything. That's funny.
I don't believe in fairy tales.
Nice. That was a Nosferatu cave. Pretty much. He was the OG Harry Potter before Harry Potter. Jason Lives. Okay. Those are good picks. My man. I should. Hey, Freddy! Pussy! Everyone in the theater was laughing when he was doing that because it was so different from any of the characters. Everyone's all scared. He's like calling him out. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die my way, man. Let's do this, motherfucker. No shit. Kincaid fucking rules, man. He's always been my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, he inspired me to go to the thrift store. Like, where am I going to find a red muscle shirt? What are the odds of me finding a red muscle
you cross
shirt?
Your suspenders in the back, like
yeah, and then suspenders. All this was $5. That's good. Well,
awesome.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they did everybody wrong. They killed all the Dream Warriors with the first 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
like
mixed on that one because there's so many movies like Alien 3 where I really fucking hate when they like undo what was accomplished in the previous better movie.
Mm-hmm.
But something about that, like I think what they were trying to achieve was show that Freddy's back and he's badder than ever, and that is the way to do it. By I'm gonna fuck up everybody that killed me in the last movie in like 5 seconds. But it is bittersweet because they don't. I think it's because they don't replace them with as good or better characters. You get downgraded.
Yeah, completely. We're at the the junkyard gravesite scene. We're at what?
119.25 for me.
Same thing. I'm not a big fan of Nancy's death in this film. You know what? Even back then, we all knew it was bullshit. Like, don't go up to him. Don't. That's not your dad, bitch. You know, we're all yelling in the theater. Like, we all knew.
That motherfucker didn't go to heaven.
Yeah. A crossed over princess.
Crossed over my ass.
You're not my dad. You're not my daddy.
Oh.
Why put Freddy's bones in Christine? Maybe that was a little jab to John Carpenter or like a little Easter egg. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a connected universe, Cody. It's all connected.
I love me some Christine, so I'm cool with that.
She does. I mean, she loved the character so much. That's why she didn't come back for part 4 because they killed her off so fast. That's what I've seen on behind the scenes stuff.
I like when celebrities that get to the A-list or get, Oscars or whatever you want to say. Like, I like when they still appreciate their humble beginnings in horror. I can't stand the ones that like to pretend like they didn't do those movies.
Oh, yeah. This is where Dawkins shows up and saves the day.
Mhm.
Don Dawkins' vocals and Holy Water are what killed Freddy. So, George Lynch as well. Forget.
Into the fire.
And there's the erection. He still has it.
My ass is on fire.
Hurry. There you go. There you go. Help out. See, they're working as a team, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all the 3 Spider-Mans and Homecoming or whatever that movie was, fighting the old villains.
I can never get those titles straight either.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. Chung Li move there.
That's how you do it, Busta Rhymes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think he does. Maybe not the entire movie, but maybe like the way they did Candyman, having Tony Todd show up at the end, maybe a little piece.
I don't think it's necessary. Me personally, I know that's unpopular.
Mhm.
They bring Freddy back. I think I would rather them just recast it well and let's have a clean slate and start over. And
Mhm.
I don't think it's necessary to do one last one, because then you got to reboot it again.
That's a great effect there.
Mhm.
All on camera. That was good. You know, it's off to the side, but the way it looks pretty good
Mhm.
there. Yes.
The souls of the children.
Motherfucker, you're gonna go make me go buy a Procaster 2 now. I want that effect.
That's just the presets. I ain't fucked around with whatever else is on there.
You gotta get one that what's that Scream Ghostface. You gotta get that one.
Oh yeah.
That's an easy one.
I don't know if there's any on.
Yeah, they do that. The voice just got no, it's different.
You got megaphone.
Nice.
And then large robot.
Nice.
Small robot.
I have
You whore!
Lying bitch.
Bitches leave. Bitch, are you for real?
Dolomite.
Meant to get a soundbite of Eddie Murphy's laugh.
Bryan Cranston as Freddy. That is, I don't.
Too old.
Yeah, he's a great actor, man, but I
You
can't
got to
see him
get
as
somebody
Freddy.
in their 30s, 40 tops. You got to get somebody where Robert Englund was when he did the first one. Kind of an unknown, underknown actor.
Not Kevin Bacon. Okay.
Kevin Bacon would have been great, but again, he's too old. There's no reason to recast with somebody that can only do one or two of them.
Oh yeah.
Bitches leave.
There you go.
Reminds me of the beginning of 13 Ghosts.
Now that movie I saw once, and I totally forgot about it. But I know it's got a
It's
cult
good.
following
Yeah, it's
with
good.
your
I'm a fan.
age demographic.
There was some solid 2000s horror. Wasn't the best era, but there was some good ones.
Ring was a good one. That's the one that I remember.
Never been big on the Ring.
There's
Never
a
been
good movie that came out that same year called In Darkness Falls. It's about the Tooth Fairy. I really like that one.
Or if you go into the dark, she takes you or whatever.
Yeah. That looks great right there. That when they're fighting or somebody's on screen with the skeleton, but that looks good right there. Very
Mhm.
Army of Darkness.
Yeah. You got something on your face. Huh?
Mhm. That's right. Ethan Hawke as Freddy. That's an
I
interesting
would
pick.
still say he's too old, but I do want to see him do more villains.
Yeah. Spread around. See the tongue, cunnilingus. See, he does it every movie. It's always gave me Phantasm vibes. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Get your hands off me.
Pulling him through the little tuning fork.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
Scoot McNairy.
Like a Simpsons
Why does
character.
that sound so familiar? I got to Google that now. Oh.
That's a great book.
Yeah. I don't know.
Scoot McDreamy. What's his name?
Scoot McNairy. I recognize him. I can't think of what I've known him from.
Did I do that? Oh, did I say that? Hell yes. Nobody bought that in the theater. Nobody bought that. Yes. I love the music they play just to like try to sell the idea. Like, shut the fuck up. Nobody bought this in the movies. Nobody did. You know, this is the first time I guess with the headphones I'm actually hearing the music. It's pretty cheesy.
Oh yeah.
Reminds me like the music that plays at the end of a Resident Evil Part 1.
They always had horrible end credit
it
music.
smells that bad, dude.
Royalty-free elevator romance music.
Mhm.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, just
Here we go.
Jerry
Add
and
a
Joe
little bit
Valentine
of-
and the helicopter.
Add a little bit.
There you go. Oh, nice. Perfect timing with what happened. Yeah. You've just ruined this movie for me for the rest of my life. Dude.
Yes.
I will forever think about that fucking sound when he kills Nancy, man. Thanks, Cody Leach. Oh, God. No, dude. No.
Oh, absolutely not. And I love Pauly Shore.
I loved him in the 90s when he was the Weasel, but you know, I don't.
Well, I mean, yeah.
No, it's too sexy, man. We can't go that far. It's too sexy. I'm straight, but that's too sexy. Come on. No. This is a cool kill. The best Freddy kill of all the movies. The absolute best. It's almost about to end. We're at a minute 30. Oh, minutes. 1 hour, 31 minutes.
Yeah, we're no less than 3 minutes away from the dock and
Yeah.
needle drop.
No.
Too big. I could do Jason.
Could you?
6'1". Yeah. Or Michael, whatever. Yeah. too
I'd
big for
lean
Freddy.
toward the Michael. Yeah.
Calling me small, Rudy.
No, I just need more mass, dude. Need more muscle mass is what it is. You're lean.
Yeah.
Like Michael, like the shape, you're more that. So Sister Mary Helen.
So do you get new names when you become a nun?
I think so. I think so. Like a priest, you get to pick a biblical name or something. So now that Freddy comes back, does he kill the doctor? Since
I don't know.
technically the doctor had something to do with the death.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back in the reboot, soft reboot remake.
So he's into Hindu.
We have to kind of stay for the song, right? I mean, letting you know soon. More to come. Right now, we're just kind of all jamming out.
It'll be a lot more fun from here on out. It's hard to do really entertaining watch-alongs with good movies because you just get sucked into watching it. But when you're ripping it apart, it's a good time. So 4 onward should be entertaining.
When does Alice's boyfriend die? Part 4 or 5?
5.
Yeah, his death. There's like an extended cut of his death on the bike.
Yeah.
And his screams are
awesome.
selling it, man. You know, I have his autograph, right?
No.
Hold on.
Dan.
Hold on. I'll show you real quick. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Forever together,
dream warriors. Don't want to dream no more. Ready? You ready for this? Ready for this? You signed this for me. To Rudy. That's not fucking awesome, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I go, dude, your death is probably the most painful death ever, dude. He goes, thanks, brother, thanks.
Yeah.
And since I was on the panel, I didn't have to pay for this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I have this on the fridge.
Yes, I did play the intro to this in my original review.
Yeah, we're all still listening to Dawkins. No,
Yeah.
In your way.
You don't cut off Dawkins.
Yeah. If we ever meet again, dude, we got to go to a karaoke bar. Like,
oh God,
I'll take the low parts. You take the high parts.
Together. I've never sung karaoke in my life.
Never?
No, that's the weird thing because like I'm not really like nervous in crowds. I'm not like I don't really get stage fright or anything like that. And obviously I don't really get nerves about doing YouTube stuff. But I would be petrified to sing or play guitar in front of people. I don't know what it is.
You know,
and
I
have a pretty good voice too, so it's not like I'm bad, but like it's just I've always had. Even when I was a kid, like I did a couple of talent shows where me and friends would screw around. Like one year we did Twisted Sister, and I would be more afraid of doing it in the class for like the little audition or whatever in front of like 8 people than I was doing it in front of the whole school. It was the weirdest form of like stage fright, like something about people being that close, and I don't know.
You know, you say that, but I bet once you get on stage, all those feelings will just kind of wash off.
Maybe.
Sweet revenge. I
always like that riff.
What's that?
The guitar riff behind this little bridge. Yeah. I always like playing it.
Of illusion, bound together, waiting for you. Yeah, I've
seen that. I didn't have more time to play with the Roadcaster because you can hook your instruments into it. I could have like played the intro.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. Yeah, rock on. We'll be gone. Oh, it's already over. The credits don't even last the entire song. Anyway, epic song. arguably the greatest soundtrack to any movie ever made. Arguably,
I would say Trick or Treat soundtrack is the best soundtrack any movie.
that's a personal,
Have you ever watched the movie or listened to the soundtrack?
No, I was gonna buy it for you. Remember, I went to the.
Well,
it was Cody's. It was Cody's birthday. Everybody, I'm at a record store and I saw the album. I'm like, hey, maybe I can get it for him. He already had it. It's like shit, but no, I haven't seen it.
I'm hard to buy gifts for because I just get myself everything that I want. But yeah, it's the band Fastway. They wrote like an entire album, and so it's literally just a Fastway album, but it's the soundtrack to the whole movie.
I gotta check that out. Thank you for the super chat, Troy McClure. Cody, are you Dan? It's Don Dawkin or George Lynch.
I believe Don Dawkin, because I was looking at pictures. I was like, I don't think they ever wore makeup. I was gonna have my wife do like some fucking eyeliner or something, but there were a couple of pictures I just saw. Don Dawkin just had like a little bandana, and I was like, oh, that's good enough. I got my little fucking Survivor thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Cody, I love the Lost Boy soundtrack. Super.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I only like track 1. I have the soundtrack and I played it. The rest of the songs are I get the nostalgic
to the night. Lost in the shadow.
Oh yeah, there you go. The bike scene. Yeah, that's a cool one. But yeah, I guess. You Could Be Mine. That's a good one too. I like that one.
One of the few GNR songs that I do like because I don't have to hear it once a day.
Yeah, they never played on the radio. It's always Paradise City or Sweet Child of Mine. Yep. Welcome to the Jungle. Those 3.
Yep. And the occasional November Rain.
I can't stand that, man. I can't stand
that song.
Well, everybody, that was Dream Warriors. Again, our watch along. Hope you enjoyed it. We're not ending yet. You got like maybe, can you say to 2:30? Is that good?
Yeah.
We got some time. So again, I love this film. Again, just like you, I've seen it countless times. I remember in the theaters when it was out, I saw it twice that same day. It's that cool. It's got everything works. Everything's just like lightning in a bottle, as they say. From Freddy, the casting, the story, the lore, the soundtrack, the effects are the best of all the films. I know this effects may be better in future films.
For the time.
Well, yeah, for the time. Like that worm scene, it looks great to this day. I mean, it's aged beautifully. But yeah, the cast, the just the idea of just fighting back is pretty damn cool. So I loved it, man. And
yeah.
It's Strange. It's Strange is a good GNR song. That's a long one. I think that's the 9-minute song. That's a good one.
I don't know if I've heard that one.
Yeah, it's on the B side of Use Your Illusions 2.
My favorite GNR song was always Don't Cry.
Oh yeah, that was a great video. Mine is Dead Horse. You know that one? Use Your Illusions.
Not off the top of my head, but I'm sure if I listen to it, I'd be like, oh yeah.
Sick of this life, not that you care. Anyway, it's a cool one. Let's see. Spawn movie soundtrack rocks. I saw Spawn a long time ago. I remember walking out so disappointed.
I saw it in theaters. Didn't even know what it was. It was me, my dad, my uncle, and my cousin, and all 4 of us had the same reaction. We were just like, okay.
You know what? Because we were watching, me and my friends, we were watching the HBO animated series of Spawn. Have you ever seen that? It's hit the censor button. Ready? 1. It's fuck it. Messed up. You blew it. Spawn the enemy. Jesus Christ.
Bitches leave.
Spawn the animated series on HBO. It's on HBO Max. Go watch episode 1. I'm publicly recommending Cody go check out episode 1 of the Spawn animated series. It is badass. And I think it's like maybe a 4 or 6-part animated series. Very violent, very graphic. And that's what everybody was expecting in the movie. Because I believe it was rated R. And we left so disappointed in the theater, dude. But the animated series on HBO Max that came out in 93, 94 is fucking awesome, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. You gotta check that out, man. Highly recommend. But let's see what else we have in the chat here. Yes, the Crow soundtrack. I have that on my workout mix. That's such an awesome one, dude. Yeah, the Crow. That's aged pretty well. I remember that being the first rated R comic book movie that everybody was like, "Oh, we're finally gonna get rated R comic book movies. We're gonna get graphic novels." We're all excited about that, dude. Shortly after that, I think a few years later, Blade came out. And then that's another rated R Marvel movie. And again, people don't talk about Blade enough. Everyone always talks about Robert Downey Jr. as the oldest guy probably on this chat and it's live. Everybody needs to kind of bow down and respect Wesley and Blade for what it did, because it brought a legitimate high at the time. Wesley Snipes was an A-lister in the 90s, and it brought a graphic, seriously toned, badass movie that everybody enjoyed. You didn't even have to read the comics to enjoy the movie.
I have a theory on why not enough people credit Blade.
Why?
I don't think many people think of it as a comic book film.
Ooh.
I think most people just think of it as a vampire flick, because it was years before I realized Blade was a comic book character. And so when people always credit, like, whenever we started getting comic book movies to be good, they always credit, me included, Bryan Singer's X-Men, Batman Begins, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Not many people mention Blade because I don't think many people think of it as a comic book property.
Yeah. It's legit, man. Again, I remember I didn't know who Blade was. I remember, just like everybody, I'm like some older, but I still watched the Spider-Man animated show, Spider-Man, that one that came out with the X-Men cartoons. And I remember seeing Blade for the first time on there. I'm like, hey, that's pretty badass. And then again, Wesley Snipes, and I had my Wizard comics. It's legit. And I think part 2 is one of the best comic book movies, at least like top 20, if you ask me.
Yeah, I
love part 2.
I have a lot of fun with 3, even though it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. So you think it was a generational thing because like your generation didn't know it was a comic book movie? You think? I think
people just in general, even nowadays, like if I ask my dad loves the Blade movies. If I talked about it in the sense of a comic book movie, it would probably throw him off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. And just so you know, everybody, back in the clubbing days when me and and my girlfriend would go to clubs, I'd always tip the DJ $10 to play Confusion by New Order. That's a song they play in the bloodbath scene.
Oh, okay.
That repetitive song. So I would give the DJ money and I would be dancing like and bumping into people like a dumbass at the club. Because that's still my jam, dude. Yeah. It's just a repeating beat, man. That's one of the best scenes ever. And I remember getting a private screening to see Blade because I sold sunglasses at the mall. And I sold a line of sunglasses called Black Fly sunglasses. And I got a brochure that says, hey, the new movie with Wesley Snipes featuring these Black Fly glasses. And we were selling them. And I got to get an advanced screening. And I remember like, whoa, this is a fucking badass movie. And cool. that's always been me. Like, I prefer dark, serious, some maybe a little bit of violent comic book movies. And that's why the MCU, I had fun with it. But that's why Phase 4 never connected with me, because I grew up with the Batman movie. I grew up with The Crow. I grew up with Blade 2. That dark shit, and Spawn as well. And
I'm the same way.
I like dark shit. That's why I connected with Zack Snyder stuff and things like that. And just with the hokey fun, all that, and there's no consequences to death. It doesn't connect with me anymore. But that's the type of comic book movies I like.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like if I was to rattle off all my favorites, it's with the exception of Winter Soldier, because that is my favorite of that universe.
Yes, I agree.
The Batman, it's Logan,
yes,
Deadpool, yes, Kick-Ass. It's all the more gritty ones. And I get more excited about those.
Let's see. John Smith, River Center Mall. I used to work there back in 1997 through 03. That's where I used to sell sunglasses. The Dread, I like the new Dread that came out with
Carl Urban.
That's fucking awesome.
Keith Urban.
I knew it was K something, man. I knew K Urban. But that I just saw that one maybe 4 months ago. It holds up, man. I want a sequel to that. I actually interviewed him. The guy is very tall and very intimidating, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was a big fan of Spock, and I was like stuttering with my words. I don't have video of it, but the guy is like very intimidating. He's very stoic when he doesn't have to say anything, but he's very cool, man. And,
Carl Urban, or the guy that played Spock?
Carl Urban.
Okay.
He played McCoy. My bad. He played McCoy in the Star Trek. My bad. It's a shame Dread didn't do better in theaters. Yeah, I thought I heard plans of them possibly making a sequel.
I had heard that they were going to do a series, but that's one of those things that's one of those properties where I feel like they'd make a little announcement and then you don't hear shit about it for like 2 years, and then there's like whispers and then you don't hear shit about it. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
it's over. You missed the party, Victor. It's over. So you can rewatch it again. But it was a fun watch along. We had some technical difficulties at the very beginning, but it all worked out in the end.
I had technical difficulties.
Well, he's got the new Roadcaster 2. with the sweet sound effects, motherfucker, that I'm jealous about. Let's see. Let's see what else we have. No, that one just doesn't exist in my opinion. No, that does not exist.
I am the law.
Did anyone else get all the wizard issues? Or yeah, I think this old school people got that because again, that was before the internet, before the YouTube. If you wanted any of the nerd news or who they casting for Wolverine, all that bullshit, you went to Wizard. That was the only thing we had back in the day. Let's see, Rudy, have you seen Invincible? No, I haven't, but I hear it's great. I've seen some clips on TikTok where it's pretty violent. There's Omni-Man and Invincible. I've been wanting to see it. I hear nothing but great things about it. So I definitely need to check it out. What if Superman was Zod's son? Holy shit, that's actually an interesting concept. Oh, let's see here.
Too many evil Supermans out here. And yeah, that evil Superman, evil Superboy movie. You have The Boys. You have Invincible. Yeah, Zack Snyder's evil Superman going on. So,
what is the that other one that came out? That what's his name? Fucking James Gunn produced the evil Superman.
Brightburn. Yeah, I was gonna say evil Superboy. Yeah.
The Nightmare on Elm Street suffers from weak climaxes. Is 3 the exception? I believe so. I mean, 3 makes sense. It feels like a conclusion to a trilogy. In my mind, you know, you have an original character coming back from part 1 to tie up, have like a little bookend. It feels like an ending, so it's the best. And I feel it's the best Freddy kill. If you're going to kill something evil, you use holy water and, you know, hollowed ground, all that stuff. That all makes sense. It's a shame that they didn't end it, but of course, there's money. You know, they're not going to kill a franchise like that. We kind of talked about that. Who would play Freddy? We don't know yet. The Boys is graphic as hell. Yeah, I think we're good here. But yeah, man. So what I was going to say. What do you got going on this week? And any few videos? Anything you're working on? Any new rankings?
Well, I just dropped today. It was a video, 10 video game franchises that need a live action adaptation. And so I bring up 10 of ones that I want to see and whether they should do a movie or a TV series. Beyond that, I'm going to see Infinity Pool tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get that review out Thursday night or sometime on Friday, but Friday, me and the wife are going to Orlando. We're going to stay the night. We're seeing Alter Bridge and Mammoth Wolfgang Van Halen at the Hard Rock. So Friday and Saturday will be nothing from me unless Infinity Pool drops that Friday. And then we'll be back talking about Last of Us again on Sunday and Monday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The reaction. Who do you got cast or who's going to show up? Any special appearances?
In 3, we're going to have Uncle Sean's going to be showing up and Zach Pope.
Very cool, dude. Very cool. For me, everybody, I have a lot going on right now. I have, of course, some Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors review that I'll be posting. And yeah, leave some comments, everybody, because I've noticed like my views haven't been as strong as the past couple videos I posted. If you guys want me to touch on a certain topic or do more reactions or whatever, let me know. That's why I can kind of gear toward y'all. But on my other channel, Root Device, I have my interview with Emily King. She's a big time TikToker, 2.5 million followers. She gives advice and speaks about men. So I have that coming up over there. And a few other big names on my podcast that I've signed up that I'm going to keep close to the chest right now, but I'm excited to announce them very soon. I just got to confirm all these things. So yeah, man, things are going well with the podcast. It's funny how, of course, movies are my passion. I love movies. This is how I got started, but it's funny how things kind of weaned off into TikTok space, where it's a totally different topic and demographic, but I'm meeting other people. It's funny how social media can connect you with people that you never would have met in real life.
Yeah.
Especially here. Like we never would have met here. Yeah.
Who's that fucking guy?
It's a guy who's 6'1" with fucking hair. Like I'm hating shit. But yeah, I think I'll end it here. But everybody, thank you so much for joining me and Cody and CP and Spirit for my Dream Warriors watch along. My review for Dream Warriors will be up in a few days, and to be determined the announcement where we're going to do the Dream Master watch along. So that'll be in a couple of weeks. But until then, everybody, take care. And I finally have an outro. So I'm gonna play the outro. So how do you play the outro? Do I just play it and just disconnect us? Is that how it goes?
You play it and then it gives you a little runtime along. And then when it's, when it looks like you've got about 5 to 6 seconds left, then I click end broadcast. And sometimes I time it right. And sometimes there's a half a second of me going, ooh, and then it ends.
Okay, so I'm gonna play my outro, then I'll figure it out. So good night, everybody. Take care.